Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see from the thumbnail, we got another car. So some of you may know some of the options, some of the ideas I had for what car to get. And there's some, I'll just go ahead and show you guys right now. Here is my 2004 Lexus LS 430. So here you are, yes. Super excited about this one. Again, if you guys watch the channel, I've hinted it. We have a friend that goes to the car meets. When I first saw it, his car at the GS Kings meet, I was like, whoa, this thing's really nice. And here's proof that I meant what I said. Yeah, I wasn't trying to copycat and go black on black, but there's no denying the black on black looks really good. So that's what I got here. We got the all black leather interior. Obviously it's leather. This is a luxury car with the nice black paint. And by the way, the paint, it's already ceramic coated. The windows are already tinted, so those are things I don't have to do. Even the front windows are tinted as well. Yeah, so I'll just go quickly over. If you guys don't know the LS 430 that well, I just want to show you guys some of the cool features. You have everything that you would expect to have in a luxury car with like memory seats and things like that. But there are some things that are a little bit different in this car that you may not see even in other versions of the LS 430. I'll kind of like tell you what those are as I'm going along. I'll point out which are the ones that are also different from this LS 430 compared to other ones, and other things that might just be different from other luxury cars. So right when you get in, you see this button right here. What this does is you press this and it adjusts your seatbelt height. That's something you don't see on other luxury cars. We have an RX in the fleet. We also have a CT200. So this is not the only Lexus on the fleet right now, and neither one of those two have this. But you do see that on other LS 430s. Now, climbing in here, other cool little things. You got your parking sensor, if you want that on or off. You got the automatic mirrors folding in, and they'll fold out once you start driving. Yeah, got your navigation system here. You know, all this real wood. I'm not completely sure, but I saw in someone else's video, they said that this is actually Yamaha wood. So they got together with Yamaha. You know, Yamaha makes not just motorcycles, but they make pianos. Supposedly this is that wood that they use, that's used throughout. With this one, and with this particular one, if you have a LS 430 and you see these three buttons, you know right off the bat, this is the ultra luxury. So I didn't mention that right in the beginning, but I'm saying it now that you see all three of these buttons. It's the ultra luxury, which means I do have the air suspension, and I can adjust it to be sportier or normal. I can also adjust the height. So if I want to go a little bit higher, like, you know, going over some speed bumps, bumpier roads, I can go a little bit higher on the suspension. This one you do see, I think, on some of the other LS 430s. So sometimes you'll see just one button all by itself all the way here to the right on some of the LS 430s, and that is your power, which, by the way, I already tried. The power mode does accelerate really good. This is a V8, so it is a pretty strong engine, but then again, it is a pretty heavy car. You got kind of like your normal or economy, and then you got your snow mode right here. If you press this button right here, it brings up the window shade in the back. And what I like about that is that not just when, you know, you're parked somewhere, like, I don't know about you guys, but I always have like a, you know, sun visor with me that I put up here on the windshield. So it's pretty cool to have that feature where I could also have shade in the back. That's pretty cool to have. Also, this automatically goes down when you put it in reverse. And then you know, your reverse camera comes on, the shade goes down, or the window shade goes down in the back, and then once you put it back in drive, you start driving. If you had it on, it'll go right back up as well. So that's pretty cool. Heated and cooled seats. The heated and cooled seat, oh my god, like, so essential. I think We're in summer right now here in the Bay Area, so I have it in cooled pretty much the entire time I've had this. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, a few storage. I'm not gonna really go into that because I mean, there's nothing special about all this storage other than, you know, it's something you expect to find in a luxury car. And you got your cup holders. Cup holders I will show because cup holders are almost as important as the quality of drive, I think, in my opinion. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. Big old glove box. Just thought I'd say that. One thing that's pretty cool though is, well, I should point this out. The entire ceiling and the pillars and even the window visors are all Alcantara. So I think it's really cool, really soft, really nice to the touch. And since we're talking about the sun visors, or the top anyways, and the Alcantara, let me show you this pretty cool feature. The sun visors is also a third sun visor that pops up right here, right over the mirror, so it blocks off any of that light that comes in through here, like especially when the sun is a little bit lower and it's bugging you from this little bit of gap. So that's pretty cool. That never had a car that has a third little visor right there. Another cool thing is that I don't know if you've ever had a passenger that sits like crap and then leaves a complete disaster here, and then someone's trying to get in the back, or you're trying to see over here and they left the seat all weird in a bad position, and you're like, dang it, I have to go all the way over there and move it. Well, not with this car. With this car, you could actually control it right from here, right from the driver's side. You can move it back and forth, which is really cool. Okay, at this point, I'm feeling a lot like Doug DeMuro, and I'm like showing all the quirks and features. But really, there is a lot to this one. Another thing that's cool, it already comes equipped with like this little foam thing here. Well, actually, it's not foam. It's this thing that sticks out of the seat. So if you were to like drop your keys or anything, it's blocked automatically from falling way into those crevices. I don't even know if that's the right word, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Another thing is all of these things you can do with your seat. Like for example, this one right here, it moves just the butt part of it. See how like none of the rest of the seat's not moving, just the part where you rest your butt. That's it. You got two lumbar supports, one higher than the other, so that you get that like air bubble kind of pressing, not just low but also high. Another cool thing, underneath the seat you got a little bit of storage, a little cubby that comes out. You could hide something in there from the cops. Just kidding. Another thing I should show you guys is that it has that soft, like if you just leave it like that, it closes for you, so you don't have to slam it, people. Now we'll go into the back. The back also has memory seating for whoever's sitting back here. I have something that people shouldn't use for the purpose it was meant for, which is a ashtray, but maybe you could put something in there. Also has these little manual curtains that come out to the side and also up and down, so you could put those right up. Plenty of room in here, but really what I wanted to show you guys is a couple things that are pretty cool. One of which is right here in the middle. Still got the wood grain throughout. You could control the stereo. You could move back and forth with the seats. And you also have massage. So it's just more like vibration, but still it's there. It's got massage back here. And the cool thing also about this is that, let's say your passenger left it like this. See how it's not even and this is really sticking out. On the driver's side, you actually have a button where you can do this from, yeah, pretty much from the driver's side. If you open this up, got a couple of cup holders, a cubby to put some stuff, and you also have access to the window blinds in the back as well if you want those up or down. And you also have heated and cold seats in the back. You got a little stereo tweeter back here, and something really cool, literally really cool, is you have like a little fridge in here. You could throw in a couple of bottles, maybe stack them up. There's a little switch up here, so you could either have it on or off. And yeah, a couple of bottles there. Go on a road trip, keep your water or whatever you drink, your beers, your wine, keep that Nice and fine, nice and cool. Again, like I said, that's literally a cool feature that the car has. Another thing that's pretty neat about being back here is that, let's say, you know, you're late for a date and, you know, your spouse is driving you around to drop you off on that date. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Let's start over. Let's say you and your spouse are going to a wedding or something like that. You know, you're running late, you got to do your makeup or something like that, but you want to be back here getting massaged at the same time and while sipping your wine that's being chilled in the back. You got hands to hold your wine, but you don't got hands to do your makeup and hold a mirror at the same time. So this car has you covered on the mirror side. That, you know, that was a long thing to say just to tell you guys there's a mirror back here. So here it is. Again, you're in the back seat. And pop, you got a little vanity mirror. Get to see your handsome ass face. You got a light up there. Close that up. You got these lights here as well that work individually, so doesn't necessarily mean, like, you see how that light is on but that one is not. You could pretty much have it individually on or off. You have a hook here. You got a vent here, so you got the AC blowing in your face, and also back there. So yeah, let's go to the trunk. The trunk, just like the doors, also has soft closing, so pretty cool. Either open with your key or you can press a button and get that up. And you have, there goes my backpack. Maybe you guys at the car meets have seen me wear that sometimes. But yeah, super big trunk, plenty of parts that you could throw back here. It also comes with a tool set. And there you go. You got a few tools that, because it's a Lexus, you don't have to worry about ever using that. This also comes equipped with an air purifier. So my understanding watching another gentleman's videos is that this has, not that right there, but the car in total has 7 filters. So it's actually pretty healthy to be breathing the air that's inside this car. Yeah, air purifier in your car. Do you guys have an air purifier in your car? No? Okay. Down in here, yeah, I haven't put the mats yet, but you know, your typical, you have your big spare tire. So there, and all the tools. Again, you got your sensors, your parking sensors, you got your backup camera as well. And keep in mind, this is a 2004. So there are cars that I've had between 2004 and now. Even the cars that I've gotten recently, that they don't have things like this car has. Now, yeah, not all these things are necessary, except for the, you know, the backup camera. Now it's a law that the car has to have a backup camera. But that was already on this in 2004. The parking sensors were on it already in 2004. And something else that's pretty crazy, and I'm going to say the year again, that's on this car in 2004 was the adaptive cruise control. So yeah, this car has a radar sensor right up front, and it's again from 2004. So yeah, right in here, you see how there's that square that kind of blends in with the grill, but not really. So behind this, there is a radar, and it is sensing the cars in front of you, so that if you're doing your adaptive cruise control, that thing is sensing it. Again, I haven't had the car that long enough to try it, but it's there. And yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like. Woo! Okay, so the cool thing is the struts actually work on this. I was a little bit worried about that. I took this to my sister's, and my brother-in-law was like, yeah, try it in the cold, see if the struts still work. But it hasn't been that cold. Anywho, yeah, there is the sensor, the radar, that'll detect the cars in front of you and be able to do the active cruise control. We might as well look at the engine. Yeah, it's a V8, as you can see there, 4.3 VVTi. So yeah, big engine, 91 octane, big tank, like 30 gallons. Another thing I forgot to mention, if you didn't know, is that the LS 430 from this generation went through a facelift. So 2001 to 2003, if you get any of those, they have the older headlights, they have the older taillights, and there might be a few things that I'm not aware of that are different, but the main thing is the facelift. So when I was looking for this car, 2004 to 2006 is what I was looking at. The ultra luxury wasn't a deal breaker for me. Some people actually will say in their videos, don't get the ultra luxury, just get the base, because what's going to happen eventually is with the ultra luxury, with that air suspension, it'll fail, and then you'll have to pay around $1,000 per corner to get that fixed. For me, I'm like, that's fine. I'll get the ultra luxury. When that time comes, I'll just bag it like I intend to do in the future anyways. But we'll do another video later on talking about the things I want to do with this car in the not so near future, what things I want to keep, and we'll go through all that in another video. This is just me revealing to you guys my new car, or new to me, and it's like Doug says, quirks and features about the car, just things you may have not known about it. We'll go over also later on what's wrong with the car. What's wrong with these cars is not what's wrong with other cars, right? That was the thing. Like BMW was another car I was really considering. Sal, I was, I mentioned it a few times actually, and I think even my cousin Dre, he was like, hey, you've been mentioning the E46 a lot lately. What's going on? With these cars, yeah, it's not like the BMW where you have to worry about the Vanos, or the Porsche where you have to worry about the, what is it, the IMS bearing. Maybe it's not IMS, IB something, IMS, the bearing. You have to worry about the bearing. These are not like cars that you have to worry about something catastrophic, right? The engine is like solid. You'll find these in Toyota Tundras, Tacomas, or something like that, right? They're pretty bulletproof, so those are not things you have to worry about with these cars. I'm rambling. What was my point? Anyways, yeah, so I'll go over what's wrong with the car. What's wrong with the car is not anything that it's not bad. You'll see that video if you're interested. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy my little tour of revealing my new car to me. More videos to come with it. I'll do some more explaining about why I got this car as I go along. Don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, if you guys like the video, please give that a thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the car. Let me know if you know anything that I should know about this car. Let me know if you're disappointed and you're like, dang, you should have bought something else. I don't care. Yeah, just let me know. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and share with anyone that might like this type of content. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll talk to you guys later.